Today's recipe is inspired by the one and only Desast, a villain turned anti-hero from Kamen Rider Saber. It wouldn't feel right to do this video without including Ren in some way, so I hope you all enjoy today's appetizer, Ren and Desast's deviled eggs, on the very first episode of a new series we like to call Heroes Homeade. It's time to henshin some food into a tasty dish. First, fill up a pot with water. Once boiling, with a slotted spoon, gently place 10 eggs into a pot. After about 8-9 minutes, drain the water and add some ice water, just enough to cover the eggs. This is really stopping the cooking process for the eggs so they don't go over. Then comes the fun part. You'll need some blue heat Takis and some Flamin Hot Doritos. The blue and red here are really an homage to Desast's logo on his back. Here you really just want to crush up your chips however you're able. We used a magic bullet, but you can easily crush these up in a bag with a rolling pin or just in a regular blender if you have one. If you do use a magic bullet, please don't use this method I'm showing you now. What I'm doing is meant for an actual spice grinder. Don't shake up your magic bullet around while it's on. This is the very first instance of do as we say, not as we do. Once it's ground, you're going to do the same process with the Flamin Hot Doritos.
After the eggs have cooled for at least 5 minutes, you can start peeling. My method for peeling eggs is to crack the top, crack the bottom, and then roll on the sides. This works best for me, but always do what works best for you.
Keeping the cracked eggs in water really helps the peeling process to go by way quicker. Here we wanted to show you the doneness of a medium hard egg. If you want yours a little bit more cooked, you can leave it in for a few more minutes, but no more than an extra 5. Then you just want to slice all your eggs in half.
And then scoop out your yellow boys. One thing I'd add here, these egg whites were pretty delicate, so be careful with stubborn yolks.
And once you got your Sentai of yolks assembled, it's hero time. Here we have all the ingredients for our Ren-inspired filling. It's really our take on a green goddess sauce, usually done for salads. In this case, it's a twist for our Desast deviled egg filling. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1 good old squirt of Dijon mustard, feel free to substitute with yellow mustard, 1/4 cup of cilantro. Another quick note, if you're using a magic bullet, do not overstuff. This is another instance of do as we say, not as we do. Here, I'm gonna fill this puppy to the brim. You're gonna watch my process of going through hell and back, so just use a normal blender. This was almost my Megiddo origin story. Grab the green ends of 3 scallions, 1 fresh jalapeno, a 1/4 cup of parsley, 1/2 of a ripe avocado, and about 1.5 teaspoons of sumac. I think it has a great Desast color to it. Here is a great example of why we should have either used a bigger container like a big blender or just cut down our greens some more. Because we're using the magic bullet, we have to blend in batches, mixing with the rubber spatula in between. After some time, you'll have about this consistency, hopefully. Blitz one more time for good luck.
It's dredge time! Take your chip powders and mix them with some panko breadcrumb. It should look like this. If this is your first time breading anything, listen up. This is how we do it. First thing to remember, have a wet hand and a dry hand. Notice my right hand here is only in the flour and the breadcrumbs, and my left hand is only in the eggs. Then, just wash, rinse, repeat. After you've breaded all your eggs, set in the fridge to chill for 10 to 15 minutes.
Just a couple more seasonings we want to add, 1 teaspoon of salt, another teaspoon of sumac, and 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Here you can add whatever else you want, garlic powder, onion powder, whatever you like. We just wanted to add this stuff to keep it simple. Once blended, take a piping bag, or in our case, a Ziploc bag, into a tall glass to hold it while we add our filling. Once filled, take the bag and cut a slit off one of the bottom corners. Set aside in the glass for now because it's frying time. Fry your Desast eggs in 350 degree oil. Corn or vegetable are great, but use what you have, just not olive oil. Fry until golden and crisp. Pipe with your filling, dash on some more sumac for that Desast flair, and plate to your liking, and please enjoy.
Ooh, look at those bad boys.
You guys smell that? It's tasting time. Taste test time.
First taste test.
Let's taste this.
Let's do it. We worked hard. We made it happen.
We worked so hard today.
We worked really hard.
It's time to try these bad boys.
Okay.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Been waiting for so long to try one.
This one.
Boop. Cheers to the first Heroes Homade recipe.
Wow. Cheers. I'm in direct eye contact.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
It's not what I thought it was going to be like.
This one might be my favorite.
Really?
I feel like they have a great like Tex-Mex aspect to it that I wasn't expecting. But like going from the filling that we had in our test run that wasn't filmed, and then this new filling that we decided to add, it really brings out that like almost like guac aspect, you know, and it's not guacamole.
No.
You know, but it has that avocado and has those like spices, like that jalapeno, and like it's almost like a Tex-Mex deviled egg in a way, but Desast and Ren.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like the sumac on top really adds to it also, like
I love
a citrusiness,
which
like adds to the guacamole kind of feel.
Oh, definitely. And it's like if we had like fresh lime or something.
Yeah.
So I know where you're coming from. Damn. This one, okay. So on a scale from 1 to 10 altar books, what are you giving this recipe?
I'm gonna give it a 7.3 altar books.
7.3?
7.3, yeah.
That is specific.
We're getting down to specific pages on this show.
I'm gonna give this an 8.5. I think it's an 8.5. It's that good.
Wow.
Like I like this a lot, and I think it's gonna set a standard for other appetizers. Like other ones have to be this good now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this. Delicious. This was the first episode of Heroes Homade. Feel free to check out next week's episode where we go into the entree, and the week after that where we show you the dessert for this menu of this month.
Ooh.
If you want to try out these recipes, feel free to check out our links below. We have some links that can take you to Amazon products that we've bought that you can buy to help with making these recipes. It makes it easier for you, and it helps out the channel a little bit when you purchase through our links.
So thank you in advance.
For all those that try out the recipes, feel free to post them on social media and tag us at Pronghorn Heroes on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. Feel free to add the hashtag Heroes Homade. This has been super exciting. We've been working on this for a little bit.
Had this idea for quite some time, and it's been hard to make it into a reality, but we did it.
But we did it. And now, the world is open for us to make anything we want in the toku world, anything that inspires us. If anything inspires you and you want us to make it, comment down below and let us know what that dish is. We have a whole notebook worth of ideas, but we'd love to hear what you guys want to see us make.
That's it for me.
Thanks so much, y'all. I'll see you in the next one, Toku Heads. Peace out.